Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to RimWorld. It has been a while. Stick around, I'll put some timestamps in the timeline below so that I'll explain after the gameplay where I've been and what's been going on, and then after that we'll have a look at what mods we've used in this. I won't go through them now, so if you want to know what mods we've used to set this up, then go ahead and skip forward to that, or just hang around and watch the whole freaking thing if you want to. I mean, I'm not the boss of you, but the long and the short of it is we're playing with A RimWorld of Magic and Vanilla Expanded Vikings. Loco suggested this at the end of the last playthrough a while ago, and so I thought, you know what? Let's give it a go. And when I was building out the mod list and getting everything together, I saw RimWorld of Magic right at the end, and I thought, you know what? Magic Vikings. That sounds friggin' hilarious. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the Restless Raid, which is the scenario that comes with Vanilla Expanded Vikings. We're going to start with a new clan, 7 people chosen from 10. 100% chance to have their food set between 50 and 70. It's fine. Don't worry about that. We get a bunch of weapons and stuff, and some pemmican, and a bunch of doggos, which is great. And you will start during the attack of a base. The coveted, so essentially, the gods have been merciful. After a long and tiring journey throughout the land, your party descends on a small tribal settlement ready for the taking. Whilst certainly posing a challenge, the loot that can be obtained is more than worth it, and the makeshift shelter will be excellent for the upcoming winter. That, my friend, sounds fun, and in order to do that, we're going to go with Freya Fierce. So Freya Fierce is, well, I've got her installed twice, because you don't need to install it, evidently, if you've installed Vanilla Expanded Vikings. Anyway, so Freya believes in the importance of showing your strength and using force to show others their place. Every year after the first year, at the start of April, May, everyone gets very unhappy, and we need to go out and raid and bring back loot and, you know, do Viking things. It'll be fun. So here's what we're going to do. Let's start off at Adventure Story. And as we go along, as we get more and more powerful and better, we'll crank things up a little bit. But for now, I think we need to go Adventure Story just so that we don't, you know, end this playthrough very quickly. I'm going to go with Vampire, which is one that I found that is quite nice. I'm going to have a little bit of rainfall, a little lower temperature, we're Vikings after all, and a little more population than normal. It's going to be a tiny world with a 30% global coverage, and we're going to have all of these, including mechanoids. Mechanoids are going to exist in this. There will also be pirate gangs and unions and what have you. However, Freya will restrict the technology for us, so that's going to be nice. I did install configurable maps, but I have left it all default because I don't think that that's a necessary thing to tune. Like, I guess I could crank up the ores and that sort of thing, but you know what? I just want to leave that default. Now, so this is the seed that I came up with during some playtesting of this, and I like it because this little spot here, first of all, it's a lovely boreal forest. That seems on brand for these snowy warriors that we've chosen to be. And look at all these camps that are within range. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of gearing up as hard as we can, getting our magic skill as high as it can, and then going and tackling these other people and just stealing all their stuff. It's going to be great. So that's where I think we should start. Let's go next. And here are our chums. So there is Dyer the Gatherer, who is fun-loving and a teetotaler. That's okay. He's got a few wounds, which is not the greatest, and we've got some faction relations here as well. He's great with plants and medical. Fantastic. That's a good combo. Well, actually, let's just have a quick look down here. So this all looks pretty good with the exception of cooking. We might need to do something about that, but let's skim through these other people. Scout. So shooting in melee and mining, great. Here's a wimp, which is not super great. Fun-loving, bisexual, volatile treehouse builder, plants, intellectual, crafting, nice. We have a carver, who is very artistic. Ooh, that's really nice. A night owl bisexual jogger, incapable of caring. It's usually a bit of a red flag, but we'll swing with it. Let's just go. And Johansson the Brave, a perfectionist, but sadly depressive. Okay, so who out of these do we not like the most? Shooting and construction and intellectual, melee, intellectual, artistic. Volatile can be a problem. Mining, plants, medical. Let's see. So I think we definitely need someone who's got some cooking ability. That is definitely a thing. Do we drop our brave, or do we drop one of our scouts? So far, this guy's looking really good with that double passion intellectual. I think we've got 2 people. Hang on, who else has got plants? Plants 4 with a single passion. Anyone? Plants 16. Okay. So treehouse builder, you're looking like you're not going to make the cut, old white boar. He's also volatile, which is never a fun thing. So I think someone with some cooking. That's cool. That'll be good. There's some more insatiable. What's that? No amount of lovin' is enough lovin' for Orange Bee. She will tend to jump from partner to partner and tumble between the sheets with them frequently. Excellent. Academian. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, she's awfully tempting. Orange Bee. Who else had the plants? Plants and medical. Plants and medical. What have you got? Fun-loving teetotaler, frail, bad back. And you're also 75. I think I'm going to have to change you out for Orange Bee, because the academian trait is spectacular. Insatiable should be very funny. And, well, that's probably going to do a thing. Okay, is there any prepare carefully we want to do? We've got 2 people with asthma here. I feel like that's a bit... That's probably not great. Brain, chemical damage. Yeah, I'm going to prepare carefully a couple of things here. So first of all, I really, really dislike that and that and that. Scratch scar is fine, but let's give you an injury or health condition instead, and you can have, let's see, you can have, oh, these are all the magical things, huh? Well, I don't want to have any magic-y stuff just yet. Let's cancel out that. What about if we make you implants? No. Shapeshifter. Withered. Undead. Undead? You can have undead? Wow, okay. I feel like, you know what, I feel like I don't need to worry about this too much. It might be nice to get rid of this asthma. Just because it's annoying. Smoke leaf dependence is fine. I'm okay with that. You know what? Let's have a couple of people with smoke leaf dependence. And that way it'll force us to have to grow smoke leaf. That seems fair. So there you go. You can have dependence next at 50%. That's fine. I think that just is a little bit fairer than everyone's completely undamaged. So what's your deal? What are you wearing? That's like some sick armor, and everyone else is just wearing big puffy jackets. But that's fine. Okay, and there's some people out in the world that we can worry about later, but I am really happy with these people. Let's go ahead with that and confirm. Note, I've also got ideology and royalty disabled. I wanted to experience this as close to as it's intended to be as possible. Now, everyone spawns over here. We've got our weapons and shields and a bow and arrow and some meds and all of that sort of cool stuff. And we're going here. So these people have a lovely little house that we want to pillage. We're going to steal all of their food. We got some smoke leaf there. Aha, very nice. Yeah, okay, I am totally down with this. What we might also do is once we've claimed this, we'll all sleep in this barracks here. If any of these guys get knocked and we can keep them, we'll stick them into this room here as a prison. Or maybe even this one. Who knows? I don't think we need to worry about that just yet. What we do need to worry about is actually successfully assaulting this colony. Now, during a quick playtest, I found this very friggin' difficult. So let's see. Let's see if we can... Ooh. Enables or disables the automatic use of Gladiator Cleave. This ability only triggers in melee combat. Well, that sounds friggin' great. And you can have a Dane Axe, because that seems to be the logical thing for you to have. We also get Sprint, Grapple, and Whirlwind. That sounds absolutely spectacular. And he's got 83 mana, I guess. Hundvid, what are you? 6.8 melee and 6.36 shooting. So let's have a quick skim through. Shooting, melee totally. So you get that. And let's rearrange people based on what they do. You can get the bow, if you please. And we'll put you at the back. Johansson, 12.5 shooting. Sorry, 12.5 melee. Okay, we'll have an axe. Salverson, you are 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, so you can have that. Actually, you can have a harpoon, and you can be melee. Orange, you are melee, so you can have this bearded axe. And who else we got here? Recurve bow, harpoon. Yep. Wandering. Okay, Hundvi. You've got some melee and shooting, so you can have the other harpoon. Alright, everyone go and grab your gear. Let's allow this medicine and... was there some pemmican dropped for me as well? It said that there was supposed to be. Well, I like those floors. That looks nice. I don't seem to be able to spot any medicine. So, with our... So that's a great axe, or a Dane axe. Harpoon, you can come down here with your harpoon. So Johansson and Orange have the bearded axes. I would like you also to have a shield. And a shield. And yeah, so like I said, when I played this quickly earlier, I didn't do well. So I'm not... What the heck is this? A trained sniper is an expert at stealth and positioning and knows the right time and place to strike. Who's got that? Alright, let's look at all of our abilities here. So that is... Oh. Hello. Well, if that's the case, I think you should actually have... What's Wanderer? Gifted pawn to the Wanderer class. The Wanderer has no class abilities, can learn all classless standalone abilities, cantrips, using scrolls, and can improve cantrips. Oh, that's cool. Who else is what? Nothing. What's this? Cirium. Okay, let's not worry about that just yet. Okay, so let's see. This, I think, anti-armor. All right, let me fix this up for you. You need to drop that and this shield, and this. Okay, and then I need to swap you out with this guy who's only got a melee of 1.36, which is a bit of a shame. So let's do that. And Gerda, you can... What on earth is that when I hold control? Okay, let's ignore that for now. And then... That's odd. I don't know what that is. I guess we'll find out. Okay, and Johansson, you need to pick up the recurve bow because as the sniper, I am looking forward to what you can do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to head on over and we're going to have to be really, really super duper careful because our armor is fairly mediocre. There are only a couple of people, and I think really it's only Hundvi who has reasonable armor. What are you actually wearing? Steel Guardian armor. Okay. As is Orange. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and set up Orange and Gerda up front. So they're going to block any incoming attacks. Then we're going to have them flanked with these two. The two harpooners can be over here, and your hunts can come here. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and snipe people one by one, draw them out, use the harpoons to do like splash damage, sort of. First of all, what we're going to do is turn off friendly fire, because I don't think we can afford to do that. And I've made a mistake. Have I? I may have made a mistake. Okay, Johansson, I need you to do a headshot on this guy. That didn't work. Try again. What about that one? All right, you can do it. Ooh, ready to develop a combat skill. How does one do? Base stamina cost, adjusted stamina cost. Do I just tick that and it just happens? Oh, okay. And what does this do? A trained sniper is expert at stealth and positioning and knows the right time and place to strike. The Shadow Slayer cloaking field is a long duration form of invisibility. It costs 30. We have 41 stealth, 41 mana remaining. Ooh, I like it. Okay. So what we're hoping here is that we can position ourselves like this, and then oh hello, they've spotted us. Ooh, what a shot! So we're just going to pick them off one by one. Oh, Johansson, you champion. Okay, he's now no longer. Okay, fall back. Get into some good cover. Where are my poonas? I need you two to come down here, please. So this will be where we do our range stuff, and then when someone like this rolls in, melee attack. So we're just going to run these guys forward. They're both armed with shields. Johansson, come back over here. Don't engage in melee, please. Okay, cool. Orange and Gerson. So we're just attack and fade. Great. Orange and Gerson fall back. Red Mantis. I'm going to need to rename these people. If you could think of some good names for people, then do let me know, and we will go ahead and rename them based on what you guys suggest in the comments below. Johansson, come on, buddy, let's go. You guys fall back a little bit. We'll let Johansson do his amazing work. We've already got one person that's knocked, and I'm really happy to see that. Everyone else seems to... Holy shit, what the frack was that? Okay. That is a little bit spooky. Let's move Salverson forward. And who was doing this? Is that you? Who's doing the... Who's doing the blue stuff? It's not you. Who's doing the blue things? Because whoever's doing that, I'm really not thrilled about whatever the frack that was, and I would like it to stop, please. Wait, is everyone melee down here? Oh, sick. Orange. And Gvertsen. Go get him. And you guys move forward so that you can get a little bit more of a shot. Johansson, have you got any mana? Are you just anti-armor? Sick. It's fine. Let's just let them do their thing. Someone else has died. It's probably this one here. That's fine. They are now fleeing. That's great. Oh, Gerson, no! Poop. Okay. Orange B, get him. Horbjornsson. Oh, he's dead. Okay, great. Oh, okay, so we did lose one. It is a shame. Gerson, what was your thing? Ah, poo. Ah, poo. Oh, that's a real friggin' shame. And what's going on here? What's this magical sparkly thing that I see going on here? I don't think we can have that, thank you kindly. Can someone go and finish him off for me? Johansson? Good man. Okay. So, with the enemy defeated, this base is ours for the taking. Very nice. It even comes preloaded with some cotton, which I'm not super thrilled about, but that's okay. There is a bunch of pemmican and smoke leaf here, so the first thing we're going to do is get everyone inside. This can be a hospital. That's fine. In fact, let's do all of these as medical beds. That's fine. We've got a dining room here, and well, there's way too many dining rooms, quite frankly. There are 2 lovely bedrolls back here, but I think what we'll do is we're just going to set these up with our peeps. And whoops. This one. And this one. And this one, reassign all of those. So everyone has a bed to sleep in. We will move things around, and then we need to start thinking about, well, we need to start thinking about survival, because at the moment all we've got is a bunch of pemmican, but there are some wild animals on the map. I don't think there's going to be too much, and there's some berries. That should be pretty cool. And then I think Johansson is basically going to be our only hunter. Okay, so how's everyone doing? This is a problem. Blood loss moderate. Death in 4 hours. Okie dokie then. So everyone needs to get into the hospital right the frack away. Let me just quickly have a look through and find out who our doctor is. Not you, obviously. Medical 5. Allow self-tend, yes. Salverson, no medical, and no medical. So, oh dear. So was it Gjerdsson was my second? Oh, no, I've only brought one doctor aboard. That's unfortunate. Do these guys have any medicine that I can pinch? They do not. Is anyone not bleeding out in a small amount, in a short amount of time? I think it's only Orange that's actually bleeding out, and everyone else is pretty good. So what I'm going to do is let's just see where everyone is wounded. Bruise. Torso, liver. That's not great. Ability power, 85%. I don't know what that is. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Oh, okay. All right. We'll come back to that in a moment. I just want to see who's wounded but not wounded badly and can run off and quickly haul this. Cannot pick up all. 3 medicine allowed. Oh. All right. So what I'll quickly do then is down here in the finger quotes hospital. Are they steel tiles? Nice. Okay. Down here, let's quickly create a zone for stockpiling. We'll put it here. We'll change it out from that to medicine. And we'll say all medicine tick and priority critical. That way, those that require tending will come down here and go into the hospital. I would like Orange to prioritize tending to herself so that she... Oh, you're going to go and get that, are you? Alright, look, I'm sorry. Prioritize tending to yourself without medicine. We're just going to have to hope and pray that this place is then going to be clean enough for her not to generate any infections, because I don't think she's going to make the run over to the medicine and back again before she dies. So we're just going to have to, well, cross our fingers and roll with a punch. Jeez, it's 60 degrees in this room. That's a little warm, guys. I don't know why you would build a room in here. Having said that, I am absolutely going to use this to my advantage by putting vents through the rest of the base so that we can keep warm through the winter. Because at the moment, it's permanent winter. Okay, well, permanent winter it is. It's not actually that cold though, which is kind of nice. But it will potentially get colder? Question mark? I'm not sure. We'll see how we do. Okay, so we've got some stabs. We've got some blood loss. We got some stabs, we got some blood loss. Nothing really terrible. Orange, go about your business. Absolutely burn one down. Oh, you don't have... Who had the smoke leaf joints? Let's see here. Nope. 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 There they are. Salverson, could you drop these for me? And Orange Bee, come and absolutely hook yourself up. You did really well. I mean, you probably should have. I probably should have let her eat the rest of that food as well. But anyway, but there you are. So we've made it through the first day. We've got ourselves a base. We've got some, stuff to drink, which is nice. We need to prioritize getting these guys in the ground, and then we need to really seriously think about, either replacing this with a crop that is useful or doing some crops out here. Either way, 601. And getting this place up and running as our winter base. So friends, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you I'll see you now, because as promised right up front, I did want to explain what has happened. I mean, I made a post about it, but I'm not sure if everyone saw that. But look, the long and the short of it is I kind of burned out on YouTube. I was just doing too much. And I just felt like I was, I'm just going to pause the game, sorry. Kind of felt like I was spinning my wheels a little bit, And so I just sort of decided that I needed to take a little break. I was also burned out from the job that I was working at the time. I'd been there for like 7 years and had only really taken a handful of holidays during that time, because it was one of those unhealthy places that, well, quite frankly, it was just the work culture wasn't great. So yeah, I changed jobs. I moved cities, and it just were a few things that were getting in the way of YouTube, and they were just getting in the way. But now I have kind of settled a few things down. I'm feeling a lot better, and my mental health is definitely a lot better, which is very pleasant. And I thought, it's probably a good time to give it another try, to just ease into it with the same feeling that I do when I'm doing Twitch on a Sunday. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to fret if I miss an upload. Even when I was posting once every couple of days, people were still saying, "Oh, I'm not even caught up yet." So I don't think it's a problem if I miss one day every now and then. If I also need to convince myself that the quality of these videos doesn't need to be super professional, because I'm not a professional person. I'm doing this for funsies. There were a lot of things about it that I was not happy with, that were all problems that were inside my head, quite frankly. It was all just me not having satisfaction about what was going on. I don't know. It's too hard to explain. But the long and the short of it is, I've had a break. I've rested up. And yeah, why not? Let's give it another go. And it'll start with some RimWorld, and then we'll just see where we go from there. So thanks for coming back. I hope that, or if you're a new person, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Next, we'll get on to the how the mod pack was made, and, well, which mods I have installed on this save. Again, if you'd like to drop a comment and let me know if there are any mods that you recommend adding to this set, please do. If there are any names of people, obviously Orange Bee, she's totally not getting renamed. I'm sorry. Oh, and she's also down. Well, we'll fix her up next. First thing next time. All right, friends. See you in the next bit. Hey, if you've hung around long enough to see this, then congratulations. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And let's go through the mods that were used in this playthrough. I'm actually recording this before the playthrough, so, we'll see. We'll see how this works out. So what we're going to do now is I've set up RimWorld. So this is 1.3, and I've just added Mod Manager. from Fluffy so that we can build our mods a little bit easier. You know what? I don't want royalty and I don't want ideology. I want this to be nice and clean so that it's, you know, just easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we're going to go with vanilla framework expanded. Vanilla expanded framework. There it is. So let's have this on board there. And then what I'd really want is to extend this so that it's a little easier to see, but that's okay. So what I'm looking for is let's do a whole bunch of fun things. Specifically, I want this. Vikings. This is the one that we want to go with. I think that we should also have Freya Fierce, if I can find her. Vanilla Storyteller Extended. Empress Evil. Freya Fierce, great. What else have we got in here? Igor Invader. Oscar Obnoxious. No. Let's stick with Freya. And let's go ahead and add in all of the fun things that we wanted here. So we'll have not weapons expanded, because factions expanded Vikings comes with its own goodies that we're going to be getting into. So all of this crazy stuff down here we don't really want. I think Vegetable Gourmet Garden might be fun. But you know what? Look, VGP Vegetable Garden and Gourmet Garden, they're really good, but they do tend to make things a little bit easy. In that, well, it makes it very simple to grow lentils and then not have to worry about, like, actually growing any, like, or managing any animals. So let's ignore that. Weapon stats I need. Where is my weapon is very nice to have. While you're up, I'm going to leave that off for the time being. Work tab, definitely. Don't need to worry about world edit, and everything else down here is broken. So, vanilla plants expanded. Succulents. No. Vanilla hair expanded, we don't need to worry about because that's already included as part of the factions expanded Vikings. There's so much in this. I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into it. So, or more accurately, I'm really looking forward to this start of this video. Never mind. Medical furniture. You know what? Let's leave most of this off. Most of this is going to be... I want to do fishing expanded though, because Vikings should be able to fish. That seems logical. Don't want that. Don't want that. Events expanded? Yes. Cooking expanded? No. No. Stews? It seems that cooking stews would be logical, but I'm pretty sure that it's already got its own. So let's leave most of the rest of this off. It's got its own bits of that. It's got its own bits of, ooh, yeah, tundra. Yeah, absolutely. Or no, let's just see what vanilla, vanilla Vikings expanded has. We'll find out together. I think that should do it for those. Utility columns are the cheatiest cheat that I've ever seen, so we're not going to go with them. Unlimited removes the... Nope. You Got Me is definitely handy to stop people getting into fights and hurting each other. Trait Rarity Colors is a nice... I'll put these all at the bottom here, just so that they're logical. Trading Spot, yep. Unlimited. Trader Ships, nope. Toggle Harvest is very handy. The rest of like the stuff in here is mainly going to be quality of life stuff. You could make the argument that tilled soil does make things a little bit cheaty, but we're going to need to be doing some farming, so it's okay. The Forge, nah. TD Enhancement Pack, nah. Synergistic Traits, no. Stuffed Floors is always nice. Synergistic traits? Maybe. We'll come back to that. Stop, drop, and roll is great when people are on fire, and they help to set themselves not on fire. Statue of Colonist is always nice, especially for a game like this. Startup Impact is handy in case any of my mods are misbehaving. Stack XXL... let's think about that, because I might want to go with Ogre Stack instead, but we'll work our way up. Sparkling Worlds I don't think is really going to be fun. Raids Go Wrong is always hilarious. It's always fun. Let's whack that on there. Solar Flares, Stun Mechanoids, yes, that sounds fine. Yes. Snap Out, we need Sparkling Worlds. No, Smarter Construction, yes, is always handy so people don't box themselves in when building 2-layer walls. Simply more bridge... Oh, Smart Speed for sure. Gives us our 4 speed, and we can even, like, when we're in the middle of a fight, or when a fight has kicked off, if let's say that there's someone on the edge of the map that's wandering around and going... well, we're waiting to attack. Well, then you can, ignore the fact that it's running at 1 speed, so you can get stuff done whilst you're waiting for them to finally come and attack you. I don't think simply more bridges is something that I want this time, nor do I want any more turrets. Simple sidearms might be nice. So my people could have bows and axes. I think that's going to be a nice thing to have. Let's do that. Simple recycling is generally nice. I mean, it does make sense, right? If you've got a shirt that's ratty, you shouldn't need to, completely tear it apart so that you can make a new one. What's wrong with you? Hugslib. Okay, well, we'll just have to remember to install Hugslib. Yeah, let's go ahead with that. Don't need that. Draftee's weapon is great, so it gives you this little, inside the top bar, you get a little, a little icon of what they're wielding. It's very happy. What else we got here? Shared alert. Set up camp. That could be good. We might want to do, I feel like doing some raiding is going to be fun. Search and destroy, yes. Science Never Stops is a playthrough in and of itself. There's so much stuff in that. I don't think that's a good idea. Same spot feels cheaty. Run and gun is a necessity in this game, which also requires Hugslib. That's fine. Royal Thrombos? Question mark on that one. Room Sense, nah. Room Food, definitely handy. Makes people a little bit smarter. Roads of the Rim? Vikings don't use roads. Rim Threaded, I don't think... Oh, it has been updated for 1.3. Fixed a bug with Giddy Up, optimized memory usage. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to try and keep this mod pack relatively lean. So let's see if we can get away. I mean, the real sort of thing, I don't know if you can see up in the corner up here. I've got my FPS indicator showing, and it runs nice and solid at 60 frames per second. When you've got lots of stuff going on, you'll find that you don't quite hit that. Rim saves is good. Rim quality of life is super necessary, and it lets you tune things in the game that are normally, locked away. So, like, for example, the one that I mainly use it for is I set the flammability of steel to 0, because steel shouldn't be able to burn when a tree sets, when a grass fire gets up to it. It just shouldn't happen. Rim laser, no. Rim HUD, for sure, absolutely necessary. It adds like a little HUD on each pawn, so you don't need to, so you don't need to drill into each tab, and you can see what's going on quite easily. Rim fridge, no. Rimmer could be tempting. As could rim cities. If we were to build a huge, if we were to build a huge army, we could go and, tackle that. But no, I'll leave that for now. Research PAL, yes, definitely a good one. Replace stuff, yes. I hate having to tear a wall down before replacing it with a new material. And, generally I'll start with wood and then move up to stone. So makes sense that we would have something like that to make it simpler. Rename colony is always a good one, because if you guys decide that you need to, if you want to tell me what to change things to, then change the colony, that's fine. Rename pawns, same thing goes. Relations tab, very handy. Recipe icons, I love to have that. It just gives you an idea of when it says simple meal, what does that look like? So you can get a quick glance of what's going on there. Real ruins is often nice to have. It's a little bit, and we need Hug to live for that as well. It just adds a little bit of, is it necessary, actually? You know what, I'm just thinking, because 1.3 does have ruins of its own. Let's leave it off for now. It can be added anytime. That's fine. We'll leave it off for now, and if we do want it, we can turn it on. Rational romance. What does this one do again? Added patches for the polyamorous and blah 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, this adds more relationship options for people. I think that's nice. Let's see. Reasonable components, yes please, because components in the base game are a little bit too extensive. Rangefinder from Andreas. He's the guy who made Zombieland, which I love, as well as a whole bunch of other goodies. You know what? Careful raids. Ooh, that's awful tempting. Fixed line of sight. That's awful tempting. Oh, that's... Never mind. What's sheep happens? Use sheep to your advantage. This mod gives you defensive capabilities by sacrificing sheep. Make a disguise to sneak past enemies. That's cute. And then there's the goose gun, which I've played with in the past, and it's hilarious, but is wildly broken. Shows you nice exceptions graphically and a nice list with details about all mods involved. I wouldn't mind doing another zombie playthrough. Alright. Quest reward rebalance. We're going to leave. You know what? I'm going to not do quarry this time, because quarry really is such a... That's a bit of a cheat. It's a bit of a cheaty, unlimited resources thing. So let's stick without that for this playthrough. Quality surgeon, quality builder, probably not super necessary. Project Rim Factory, no. Prisoners need, what? Recruiting? Well, that's taken care of with 1.3 already, so we can safely ignore that. Prisoner Arena. That sounds, bad. I love it. Prison labour is already taken care of, and also there's slaves built into vanilla, so that's cool. Pose for me, don't really need, because I'm not going to be doing any, you know, like it basically just lets you make the pawn stay in a particular location, and then you can do screenshots and stuff. I don't need to do that. Plant human, super hilarious, but no, not this time. Planetary drill, no. Pharmacist. What's Shit RimWorld says? Fluffy. Adds quotes from Shit RimWorld says to RimWorld loading screens. Nice. People can change. I love it. It's always good when you have someone who's depressive, and then all of a sudden, because you're keeping them really happy, they become happy. Or not depressive, as the case may be. Pawn target fix, I think I had some problems with that the last time I played with it. In that, yeah, it just didn't... It made targeting like not work correctly. Partially passable wind turbines is great. I'll have that one. Icons for the architect. No, it's architect icons, which is not active. Okay. Let's go with ogre stack instead of stack XXL. I feel like that's quite a nice one to use. Numbers is super duper important for me. It makes it real easy to just see what everyone's got, what all of the medical care is, and all that sort of malarkey very quickly and very easily. So you can go, all right, who are we going to get to do this fight? Well, Strongman and McGee, ideal people. Let's load them up. So no more of that. No more sleeping Zeds. Is it necessary these days? It is designed as a bit of a FPS reduction, especially with animals, but we can add that later if we need to. No job authors is great, because I really hate it when someone gets halfway through building something wanders off to do a different task, and someone else comes in and goes, oh, well, I'll just make a brand new, duster or whatever the case is. No default shelf storage is great. It means that when you build a shelf, it doesn't immediately get filled with weapons. It means you get to choose what is happening there. Is there anything cool in here that we want? Better spike traps? Ooh. Encounter map resources. I just want to see this, thank you. Changes the encounter map spawning sizes settings to enable resources to spawn again. Huh. That's interesting. Growable ambrosia would be nice. Growable mushrooms would be cool. The rest of this is kind of not really what we want. Yeah, sorry, I'm just seeing what Frozen Snow Fox has to offer aside from what I already have, which is a lot, but nothing I really need. My Little Planet is great because it means that we can have different sized worlds, and a lot of the time a smaller world is more enjoyable to play on, especially if you're doing some fun stuff. No thank you. No thank you. MISC training, that's already built into vanilla Vikings. MISC robots, no. MISC endgame, no, we're not going to move for that. Mend and recycle. Do we want that instead of simple recycling? Recycling, whereas mend and recycle repair the durability of items or just repair them. I kind of like the idea of repairing clothes instead of just straight up recycling them. Plus, we can also recycle them. We can recycle tainted stuff and repair our own stuff to just continually keep our stuff good to go. Medical tab is good. I like that one. Medical system advanced, expanded, whatever. Nope. No med bay. Map reroll. Nah, look, I'm going to ignore that one. Deep storage is nice because you can build better shelves and weapons lockers and things. Does it work with what we're doing? I don't think so. I think we'll leave that. Locks we're going to leave off. Level up is great because it just dings whenever someone, gets their gets a new level in something, and you can see it. Ignore me, just passing. Another one from Andreas. It's great. It means that when you're building something, and if someone passed through you, then that pawn doesn't stop. Jex tools. Do I need Jex tools? I don't think there's anything that has that requirement at this stage. Note to modders. No, okay. Look, let's leave that for the time being. We can add it in if something needs it later on. Items list selector simply allows you to select things in storage by clicking them in the list. Yes, please. Hugs live again. Interaction bubbles is great, adds a little something something. In-game wiki, I'm going to leave. Industrialization, nope. Industrial rollers, nope. Increased stack? Or ogre stack? Interesting. I think ogre stack is going to give us more flexibility. Stack changes do not require a game leader, because we can tune this up and down. Although, you know what? I think I actually had last time. I had some issues where, whilst I had a great amount, the game was kind of weirded out and was going like, "Oh, you don't have any of that item," even though I had heaps of it. So yeah, this one is also quite nice, where it, counts items that are ready to use. Do I want that? Because essentially, for now, please use the updated version by... Oh, okay. Alright. So I might want to unsubscribe that and then find the actual one. Unless... Hold up. legacy version, but this isn't the legacy version. Update of Chip Chaps. Less stupid romance attempt. Oh, that actually sounds quite nice. Because there's so many times that I see people doing really dumb things and trying it over and over again. What's this? Pawns show their hands on their weapon when drafted. Don't really need that. Smoke, dismiss trader, realistic human sounds. Do we want that? I don't think so. Run and hide. Huh. But these are all re-uploads. That's... I think I'd prefer to find the real ones. Anyway, let's ignore that for... Ooh, hello. Stay there. Hunt for me. Let's see if it's available already. And we'll go from there. Nope. So there's Hugslib. We need that. We actually need that right up here. Beneath those ones, but above everything else. What do you need? Architect icons. That's okay. We'll get to that in a second. Do Vikings run hotels? I don't think so. Harvest organs, post, nope. Hard-working animals is kind of nice. Let's pull that one in. We can always drop it if it seems a little bit wonky. Gunplay adds more cinematic effects to ranged weapons. Yes, please. Grazing lands, we don't need. It's already built in. Graphic settings plus is always nice. Gradient hair I love, but I don't think that's really in line with what we're going for. Gore Rime, I'll leave that out. So we're going with fairly vanilla everything, with the exception of the Viking-y bits, and then, you know, well, a whole heap of quality of life stuff, basically. Filth vanishes with rain, as it should. Fahrenheit and Celsius, always need to do that. So we've got freedom numbers and the rest of the world. Nope, everybody gets one for suresies. I love that one. Epic rivers with Vikings. I will probably aim to settle on the coast, though. RimWorld enhanced combat sounds is lovely. Let's go with that. Enable oversized weapons. No, thank you. Empire, no. Elite Bionics Framework, no. Prepare carefully is always nice so we can do our setup. Dubs Skylights is nice, but doesn't seem in line with what we're doing. Mint menus. Break mod. Nah. Dragwall corners? Yep. Let's have that. It is for an older version of the game, even though it says that it's available for 1.3, and I've tested it and it works fine. Down for me is great. It means that you can get people to sort of pretend that they're hurt. Doormats? Nah. Don't block door? Yes. I hate it when people leave things indoors. Convert then recruit is now built into the game by default, so don't worry about that, isn't it? I think it is. I'll worry about that later. Consolidated trades, no. Configurable maps. Yeah, let's have a look into that one. That might be fun. Rainbow Flambe. That's a great name. What else? What? Concrete, no. Complex Jobs Legacy. Yeah, okay. Let's go with this one. Command Palette. All your commands in one place. Yes, I like it when things are collapsed down and we don't have furniture, more furniture, and even more furniture. Colony Manager seems a little bit cheaty, but it just helps me... Well, there's two things. It does seem a little bit cheaty, because you can, like, just tell the game, hey, just make sure we've always got 500 wood in storage, which is nice. But even if I don't use it, it's nice to install it now, because it is impossible to install it later on. I've known from experience that adding Colony Manager once you've started a game is a no-no. Concrete walls, no. Color-coded mood bar is 100% necessary, so you can watch, you know, green is extremely happy, blue is happy, grey is and then all the way down to red, which is time for a fight. Clockwork and Steam is the last one I played on stream. That was okay. Needs some balancing. It's an ongoing, you know, in development mod. So it's got some really funky, you know, weapons and stuff that you can make. including a combat extended patch. Oh, interesting. Including a royalty patch. Huh. The weapons, I think, are... I think there's some balance issues that they need to work through. But aside from that, it's awesome. Chicken's efficient light, nope. Chatting on comms, I don't think we're going to need that. Cash register is only needed for the Orion mods. Camera Plus is very necessary if you are YouTubing or streaming. It lets you zoom right the heck in. So, you know, if that's the default view, you can zoom right in and just focus in on one character, which, you know, is a thing. Burn it for fuel. You can burn wood for heat, but why not use chem fuel as well? No, I don't think so. Bulk smelting. Sure, that's not going to do anything weird. It just adds, you know, a bit more capacity for smelting. Blueprints is nice, but I don't think we'll worry about that this time. Bioreactor, no. Bionic icons, I will include it in case we find any or steal any. But yeah, it's not something I think we'll be doing. Better workbench manager is great. Better mod mismatch window is also great. Beautiful outdoors because of course it is. No backup power. Avoid friendly fire is always handy, as is auto cut blight. Removes the arbitrary limit on the number of areas you can create. Change area colors. Yes, please. Architect icons, we've already got an architect icon. Hold on. No, we've got optional icons for architect, but this will give us the architect icons and remove the error. Good. No, thank you. Maybe? Trained animals in caravan and trade interfaces. Medical emergency alerts for animals. Configurable animal hauling efficiency. Configurable time. It's tempting, but we've already got the other one, which does the no more lazy animals thing. Adds extra functionality to the animals tab. That is always handy. Basically anything that comes from Fluffy, I'm totally fine with installing. Oh, that's kind of nice. Let's have that. That sounds fun. Oh dear, and now I've been jumped to the top of the list. Now I'm here. Where were we? We're up in the A's already, weren't we? Allow tool for sure. Achtung is great. It's another one from Andreas, where you can select and drag a line to create a firing line. Super, super handy. Alpha Animals is nice, but I think we'll see what the old... Oh. That is an interesting thing. Do we want a RimWorld of Magic? The fighter and the mage, priests and necromancers, adds a robust set of supporting features such as enchantments, magical armor, golems, weapons, and artifacts. Magic Vikings? I think we have to. Depends on Jack's tools, that's fine. Where are you, Jack? And we'll slot that in above you. Okay. Okay. So now, we don't want that. Now, we want to... Wasn't there a way that I could do an auto sort on the mods? I think there was. So that resets. That creates local copies of all STEM mods in your active mod list. Local copies will be stored in the mods folder and will not get automatic updates. We don't want that. Actually, you know what? That's actually probably not a bad idea. So let me save this current list as Magic Vikings. Okay. And let's create local copies. And the idea of this is The idea of this is that if these mods get updated, they won't break the game during my playthrough, which is fairly friggin' important when you're doing stuff for YouTube. Okay, so that's the mod list as it stands. I'm going to publish it on YouTube, on the Steam Workshop as well, and I'll pop it up there so that there's a collection and everyone can see what's going on. If you would like to suggest any further mods that need to go into this list, please do so in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.